Hello everyone, it's Lindsay from the Vintage Button. Get myself situated. How are you? I've had a good day at work. It's Wednesday, so I've got my little timer so I can keep an eye on how long I'm going to be. Put that there. Got my Junk Journal July book. Junk Journal January book. I think that's going to be a running theme. So we've got antique, hidden, trim. I think we're going to do those three. I'm lagging behind, but like I said from the beginning, I'm not doing it well, I kind of am doing it sequentially, but I'm not doing it day by day. So I've got that's antique, and this is out of, I made myself like a little pack of stuff at the beginning. So there's another Costa coffee embossed thing. There's things I printed off from Meg Journals. Then there's things I printed off from the Graphics Fairy. I printed loads of the Meg Journal ones off because I want to make something with a cover. But I think that'll be towards the end. I've got things from the book. I do have sewing patterns and other stitchery books that have been semi-dissected, and I can't find them because my library shelves on my landing are absolutely chock-a-block full. I need to do I don't know if a cull's the right word, but I need to like organise it so I can find things. We're going to do antique. So this is my antique box, which is an actual antique tin that I bought from Bygone Times a long time ago. I put some of my finds recently in here, like these little collars, these napkins, and these. But what I'm looking for is this material. Now, I got quite a big piece of this material and it's slowly disappearing, but I got it about, how long have I lived in this house? 3 years ago. So I got it about 3 years ago, just shy 3 years ago. And this is dress fabric from the late 1800s. So it's old and precious, and I don't know how safe some of the dyes are, because you know they had dyes that killed people. Like this green, I will wash my hands after I finish doing this. This green could have arsenic in it. That's what I'm mainly concerned with. You can see the back working of it. I don't know if this was done by hand afterwards or if it was done by a machine. I'm not sure about. Things were quite mechanised by then. Yeah. So with those three words, let's have a look. I knew I was going to use this fabric in this journal, even though it's very eclectic, this journal, because that's what I think a tin of buttons are. Like a sewing kit gets passed on, and bits and pieces of it get passed on from generation to generation. So I'm not minding if there's things from the 1970s or there's things from the late 1800s in here. I'm like really not worried about it too much. So we have this material, which I thought tonally goes really well with this baby. I know I've cut the bobbin out, but that's what we're gonna put something there, and then we're gonna hide it with this material. So that would take off antique fabric, hidden because it's gonna hide something, and then trim. Now trim, I do have some gold trim. I had a little piece of it skidding around and I was going to use that little piece. You're going to have to excuse me. I'm going to go and find my gold trim. So here's the gold trim. It's a chair braid. We're going to use that, and if you can hear a noise in the background, it's the air purifier. I did some cooking, and like I said, this is an old house, so rather than open a window, I thought I'd stick the air purifier on. It's a little bit warmer than it has been of late, but still relatively cool. Now let's choose some fabric. Well, we're going to snip this off. This doesn't have any strength in it. I wouldn't be able to make anything to wear, but it's perfect for junk journaling. And I got it from an antiques fair, and it was the lady, the antiques dealer, had bought it, and she said, oh, I stupidly tried to wash it, and all the, you know, it isn't fixed, so it all started to run. And I was like, that's what I like about it. Oh, but I quite like that. That goes quite nice, doesn't it? So I'm quite happy to just hack into this with fabric only scissors, obviously, just because its only use is really for junk journaling and bits of slow stitching. It's to be used to embellish now. Let's go a little bit further in. And I've had it for such a long time, because what I do is I just take little pieces off. I think in the advent calendar giveaway I put some in. So if you got some of this, I think it was Julie who got some of this. It's 1890s dress silk, but I did think I put that in there to sort of explain what it is. So we've got that. Spitalfields, there you go. Circa 1860, and it was £10, and it was quite a big piece for £10. And I thought, well, you know, you can buy all kinds of stuff that's been made a long way away, that's made to look old, for more than £10. Or you could go and find the real stuffs. That's what I do, I find the real stuffs. So we've got this, we've got this, we've got our book. We'll need something like a little writing spot. I've got some of that brown paper, or I've just got really old, I've got really old book paper here. So we need to decide where our little fella's going to be. Let's cut him out, and then we've got a better idea. Yeah. Had 4 appointments today, so it was busy. But it was one of those days that was busy, but it was alright. Some days you never feel like you catch up with yourself, do you? And today I left the day not having all my tasks done, but it wasn't a big worry. And then there was, like, tomorrow was just full of meetings, and I read an email at the end of the day to say one of these meetings was cancelled. I thought, oh, there's the breathing room I needed. So I'm quite happy with that. Now I quite like the idea of putting a bit of gold, but we're just going to use the pen rather than get any paint out. There's not enough room on this table. This is why I want a big desk. Okay, so we have that. Let's make our mind up where we want to put our baby. Let's move all this tackle, as it say up north, out of the way. So I'm enjoying the colours, and like some of them are bright and vibrant. This I've done on like recycled paper, so I knew it would dull the colours down, and I quite like that. I like the mix, so I am enjoying it. This is it so far. So I don't know whether to put it there or not. I might do something else there. I'm planning on doing some sort of stitchery and putting that there and doing something in the background. So I don't know, do we or do we not? Could do it there, could do it here. We did it here. On this bit here. It doesn't matter if it sticks out a bit, there's enough room. Okay, so we're going to do it onto this one. Right, let's get all this other stuff out of the way. Then it doesn't muddle our thoughts. We're going to put it on this one. Did we say on this one? Yeah, we did say on that way. Okay, I need some sort of thing to back it on. Let's have a look. So I have at the side of me and a tsunami of crafting supplies, because I did do a bit of a sort out. I've got like 2 tubs of scraps. So I've got an inland, oh, it's driving licence envelope, I don't think I'll use that. I've got some book pages that have been backed onto magazines, that might be for another day. What's this? Oh, Paradise Lost. But I've got an end paper there that might be useful. That's quite nice and thick. We might use that. What are you? Got another tub to look through. Have to move some slow stitch stuff out of the way. Got some of that paper. Got some of this. This is quite. Oh no, it's got a bird on. But I've got some of that in one of these books here. One of these. What are you? My book of history. That's probably good. This is actually a Victorian book. I just want something to stabilise my little man here. Right, we'll have him. We'll have this. In fact, I don't like that. So we're going to have that. And not those scissors, Lindsay. Those are fabric. These are not, no. I'm going to go around it with gold. I'm not going to worry. We're 12 minutes in and I wanted to do half an hour, but I think it'll come together quite quickly. She said when a glue doesn't even work. A needle somewhere, a pin for it. I should put this on as the lid, but I don't. So here we are. And then I've done something. Oh, that's the first time that's ever happened. I think I'm going to get a new top. That will solve that problem. Then look after it better. Okay. Although that doesn't look that much better. Okay. We're not going to stress. This is about not stressing. It's about decompressing from my day. So it's hump day today. The weekend is rapidly approaching, which I quite like. I've got a few things I want to do this weekend. My daughter's having like, I don't know if it's going to turn into a sleepover or she's having people around, so we'll make ourselves scarce. And do we want to do that? I think we do. I've got some bits and pieces like unnecessary shopping to do and some sorting out to do. We've got a boiler inspection thing. Oh no, cutting up a William Wallace. I do apologise, William. I think you were very hard done by the rich people of England. Go. Oh, I like that. Just going to do round this corner. Do you know, I have corner rounder punches and stuff, but I just always end up reaching for my scissors. Well, it's not that I reach for my scissors are already in my hand. And I'm not really one for perfection. Just want the impression of it. There we go, that's enough. Oh, now I kind of like that. We'll see, we might not need. We could stick something else there. I could stamp the vintage button. It doesn't have to be anything too flash, does it? Right, so that's that side. Oh, I could have used some of that antique letter from 1892. I bought a big bundle, actually the same day I bought that material. So I want another piece of paper that will sort of go on to the back there. Perhaps we will use that same book. I was going to use the Paradise Lost, wasn't I? Yeah. In fact, we don't need to use this big. I can cut that down. Or I could use brown paper, that might be better. Might be better indeed. Let's move all these other papers out of the way. Brown paper here. I've got enough, is it big enough? Is it big enough? Bigger. No. I have to use the Paradise Lost. That's big enough. Now, I would use like a wet glue, or I would use even my PVA for this, because like I said before, I don't mind the puckering and the movement that you get, and I find that mostly it settles down anyway in your book. So I wouldn't necessarily use this glue if it was just me fiddling around on my own. I would use the other, but I want things to happen fast. I've got 17 minutes, we're in, nearly 18 minutes in. Oh yeah, I've got the bulk of it done. Go. It's not a very nice book really, Paradise Lost, but there you go. We can cover something up. Okay. Those are the bits out of that pocket. I'm thinking, why does that pocket look empty? That'll be why. Where's my little scrap of fabric? I did have it. What did I do with it? It's kind of perimenopausal brain. We've got colds in this house as well, so I do apologise. I've got all the scissors because oh, I know what I'm going to use. I've got all the scissors because I did a tidy up, so I found all the scissors. Is this too big? I don't mind it coming off a little bit. Let's use that. All of these little bits that I cut off, they'll get used. There's absolutely no worries about that. This is Fabri-Tac. Well, it's Collall glue, which is like a European version of Fabri-Tac, and so I would use this for this bit actually. But here we go. Now, in one of all these boxes, and I've got labels, so we're going to use a label and we're going to use some of that trim. Let me just see, because I sorted out boxes. There we go, first box. It was a Turkish Delight box and now it's become a label, and in here there's lots of Tracy labels, which are Tracy Fox labels. I think that might be the one. I want it to be a bit thicker and have some weight. This board stuff will do. Oh, 8 minutes, can I do it? What I might do, because I'm just trying to break up the videos a bit, so if I have not had enough by the time this video's finished, I will hit record again and I'll do a few more prompts. Because I'd like the journal to be complete by the end of the month. I do like the notion of doing a journal a month and just like being able to sit back and see that record of the year. So we've got that. Putting the trim alongside. Where are we putting the trim? We're putting the trim sticking up. So we've got this trim. So I've got quite a lot of resources and materials, but I have been collecting for 5 years basically. Yeah, longer than 5 years, because I could never resist. I've always been a bit of a magpie when it comes to old things. How about putting it down the side? Let's move that out of the way. Let's cut a bit off. There. So it can either be like that and then that goes on. Oh, I quite like that actually. And let's not argue with it. We won't argue with it. Get that gold pen out. I did have a bigger gold pen. That's a teenager talking. Like I've said before, I keep the doors open in the winter just to, it's an old house that I live in. And to keep the sort of rooms from going, you know, like musty, we keep all the doors open to let the heat circulate. And that has done the trick. That and dehumidifiers. We are good with keeping up with the dehumidifiers. Paint marker. I like it. It can be a bit messy. It doesn't have to be precise. Just gold. Just gold. There we go. Let's move this out of the way. I think what I might do is I might put the prompts, like, because I've got loads of them printed out. That might be what's hidden. And tick off what the prompts are that we've done on this page. I'll have to find, where's that envelope? Got all my printy bits in. This one. Got the small versions. You pull it down. Yeah, I like that. Let's get a little pen. Vintage trim. Graphics. Fairy. Print. Ball. Tracy Fox. Label. There we go. Sort of the ingredients. Oh, I don't think I'm going to quite make it. I just want that bit. Oh, I have. Oh, look at that. Bring the rest of the box in, see where we're going to have it. We're not having it on that. So there we go. Need to do something with that. That needs to work out. Then we've got this that folds out. Oh, 4 seconds left. And there's our page. I'm going to pause it at 30 minutes. And there's our page. It does look nice. I like the colours. I like bright colours, but I also like quite mellow colours. I mean, you could say they're neutral. We could tick another box off, but we're not going to. We'll do that for another day. But there we go. that's our Junk Journal January. Lindsay, get it right. Page for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm enjoying putting this together. I'm enjoying feeling free and doing it kind of loosely. Really loving that. So if you've lasted this long, thank you very much. I'm Lindsay, I slow stitch and I junk journal. Today I've been junk journaling. I have a 500 subscriber giveaway, and what I need you to do so that I definitely could put you in the giveaway is let me know when you've shared it, because my algorithm tells me how many people have shared it, but it doesn't tell me who. So if you want to be in the giveaway to win a box of vintage button goodness, all handmade bits and pieces, or bits and pieces I found out in the wild that are antique or vintage. If you want to win the goodness that is this, it's slow stitch and junk journal themed, I'd like you to be subscribed to the channel, like the video, comment on the video, say hello, what you're working on, what you enjoyed about the video, ask a question, ask me questions. I love it when questions are being asked. Suggest something. Somebody suggests something on the Slow Stitch Sunday video and it's happening this Sunday. Do that and share the video just to help the little channel grow. I'm really amazed with the growth I've already had, and I'm very grateful to everybody if you've subscribed. Thank you very much. You're just blowing my mind, and yeah, we're just going to keep the growth going. So if you could do those things, I will do a draw for that at the end of February. And then we're going to have another one that'll be building up to Easter. So I just want to keep the giveaways going because I really enjoy making them. I enjoy putting it together, choosing the things, making the things, and yeah, I just enjoy doing it. So more videos you comment on and share and like and do all the things, the more entries you get into the giveaway. There we go. There is a community post on my channel page that explains all the rules, and I will try to put it in the description box. Thank you very much. You've been wonderful. I'm going to go and see if I want to do another one. Well, I'm going to go check on dinner first, and then I might do another one and post it a different day. All right then. Thank you very much. Bye bye.